It's 8:15. Welcome to Island Tea. Don't forget, we're also brought to you live on Channel 40 TVC on the cable network. And there's a chance that our Spooners transmission site might be off as well. So for those of you listening online, please relay to your friends that they can listen to WinFM on WINNmediaSKN.com. And of course, Island Tea is also brought to you live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And I got my girl in studio.
Good morning. I am trying my best to be my best. I'm gonna say I'm okay, or maybe I should say I'm excellent. But all is well.
I'll take the second one.
You'll take the second one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's August the 12th, so welcome to this edition of Island Tea, and it's Monday. So good morning to the international and regional diaspora, as well as the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And for everyone that's listening to us, I hope your Monday is productive. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ditto. Well, no AZ today, so
no,
just both of us. It would be nice if we could get some calls from a few people, maybe Culture. He would be a good person to know if the Spooner site is off, because that area was remember that time when we hadn't heard from him on the phone for a while, and it was because of that antenna problem that we had. Mm-hmm. Which has since been fixed for about a month now, maybe a month to 6 weeks. So we would like to know if anyone is getting us. We know that our artist levels transmitter site has been off, and that's something we do apologize for, although it's not something we can do anything about at this moment. But I have a suspicion because, like I was telling you, Kay, in my house on the eastern side, I usually can tell when Spooners is off.
Oh, you don't get...
Yeah, so I wasn't getting anything this morning, so I suspect that it might be off. So,
okay. I hope they get it up and running as soon as possible.
Yeah, so it might just be a current problem in that part of the island, because Spooners is just outside. You know where Spooners is, by the way? So if you know your SKN geography.
Okay, Spooners is just outside of Molyneux?
No, just outside Keon.
Keon? Oh, Jesus.
It's actually part of Keon. Because Keon.
Oh my gosh.
So
I don't know my geography.
Greater Keon, part of the Greater Keon area. Yeah.
So it's after you pass what I assume is the valley. Mm-hmm. It's between the medical school and before Otley.
No.
I've gone too far.
It's you know that road when you're going into Keon, and there's a road that veers off to the left that goes up.
By the Moravian Church.
Oh no, you're not in.
I reached too far.
Just the beginning, yeah.
Oh boy.
The beginning.
Not by where the mechanic shop is.
Just after you pass the mechanic shop, yeah. On the left, and then you drive up.
Yeah, but there is because there's Mr. Hamilton's home. There's a couple other homes, and then there's a church right there. You don't think, no?
Mr. Hamilton. He lives just outside Camp? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't realize that.
The big house right there by the gut. I think that's where he lives.
So it's probably in that area. Okay. I didn't realize. I didn't realize that.
Oh boy, did I say something I shouldn't?
No. For some reason, I always thought he lived further in Keon,
Oh no.
Like actual Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of joking. There's an area in Keon called Hamilton.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I tell you I'm bad at my sync. It's geography.
I think that area is where, someone tell me if I'm wrong, I think that's where the school is. That's where the university is. Yeah, I think that's the Hamilton area. I could be wrong.
Oh, where Windsor is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I have a feeling it might be on the other side of the road, but it's basically.
Okay. I didn't realize because I went to church in Sadler's for years. So I know the various villages, but I didn't realize where Spooners was. I had Spooners in the wrong area.
You realize those three towns are so large that they actually have Keon has a lot of component communities. You have Spanish Town, you have Spooners, you have Tank, you have Green. Is it Green Tree they call it?
No, Green.
Green Tree is the one that's.
I don't know.
Where's Cabbage Tree? I always get mixed up with Cabbage Tree.
Not
one is in Old Road.
I don't know. Cabbage Tree's in Old Road. Oh my God.
And then,
shameful plug. I don't know.
And where else? There's some couple other
Should
ones.
I pull it up?
Couple other ones I'm not remembering. But then in Sandy Point has Fig Tree.
Yeah,
and
Fig Tree.
Cleverly Hill and Crab Hill. And
something else.
A whole bunch of other stuff. Farms Estate. So.
You're good.
No, just no. I'm sure. I'm sure there are all sorts of areas in Guyana that you all sorts of, let's say,
that I don't know.
No, that you probably know too.
No, I don't know a lot of places. Shameful.
Because
I would have left young too. As I said, I finally went to Essequibo in my 20s. I think it was, or my late 20s. Jamsa,
No.
You're pushing it now. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
In my late 20s, I think going into my 30s. Yeah, that's when I went to Essequibo. So I've never been in my junior years because I moved out pretty small. So yeah.
Okay. So did you catch the Olympics closing ceremony?
No. I just saw. I think it's Nadia Rollins. I saw her post something on Facebook, and she said, "God spare until 2028," and that's how I knew it was done. Because I didn't pay much attention. And then last night, scrolling through Facebook, I saw the guy from Botswana says he cannot be the face of sports. He basically dissed Noah Lyles. He says he's
I actually see it. No, yeah, he said that he can't because he's not loud and arrogant.
Arrogant, right? Yeah.
But I don't think he dissed him. I think it's more of a language thing. They speak language in Botswana, but I think some of the nuances. He was just being honest.
He has to be mindful.
But I don't think he was looking. He was saying arrogant in a pejorative way. He was just saying Noah is a much more outgoing and confident person. I think some people misuse and misconstrue confidence and arrogance. I mean, they misconstrue the word to mean someone might be confident and someone will say they're arrogant. And I think that's what he was saying. Because they're friends. They're friends.
Oh, but I wonder. Anyways, I would want to wonder or like to know how Noah took it, because a lot of people are peddling it like he said the worst thing ever.
No.
And to me, it came off as a diss because of how he says arrogant and stuff. Because when you tell somebody they're arrogant, you don't mean it in a good way. You want them to know who they are, but you basically calling them out.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And Noah was not at the press conference. It was just Kenny. Kenny's the one who won silver. Kenny Bednarik from the US.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, which I thought was bad.
See, I don't even know the names.
It was even bad. It was.
But isn't it the fact that he couldn't be there because he has COVID? So that makes plenty sense.
But when you look at the fact that when Julian Alfred went, Shakira didn't show up. None of the Americans went. It was just Julian Alfred. Which
you mean at the press conference?
For the 100. That was terrible, I thought.
But you sure Shakari was okay? Because a lot of these athletes, and I say this because Naomi Osaka and them, they don't like.
When she loses, she doesn't talk to the press.
Why? But you didn't lose. You came second.
Well, that's lose to her.
Okay. First isn't meant for everybody every day.
You see, a lot of people with that, let me say, outgoing personality, and they underperform. It makes them like, oh boy, I didn't back up my actions with my talk.
And she really say, because she didn't get to warm up or whatever. No, just like how you thought you would have beaten everybody the first time you went out when you had said, this is not the last you're going to see of me. It's the same thing happened. It was the young lady's turn. Maybe if Shelly-Ann was there, we don't know what could have been the outcome. Because maybe the young lady could have maybe beat Shelly-Ann too, or come behind Shelly-Ann, either way. But when these people get shut down, to me, I'm like, there is somebody out there better than you. If Simone Biles could, and her fellow USA competitor could, give grace to the young lady from Brazil, and Simone Biles said, wow, she's good.
You saw when they did the We're Not Worthy thing?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, exactly. So why she can't do the same thing too? Every day is not for you. Simone Biles is the GOAT, the greatest of all times in the gymnastics. So why? And they could be humble enough. Her and Jordan Childs could be humble enough to give the woman a little grace, and you, Sha'Carri, can't show up for a press conference because.
But then you know what happened with that though. Jordan Childs, her bronze medal was
I see that.
rescinded.
Yeah, I see I saw all of that last night.
Yeah.
But
And
they
I
said
don't
the
care.
U.S. is questioning it though.
Yeah,
they're not
how
gonna
they're
let it go
gonna
like
appeal
that.
it, but I don't care what anyone says. They hate to see three black women, three sisters taking all
The goal.
don't care what anyone says. That's what I think.
Oh, one more thing I saw in terms of the Olympics was, I don't think Paris is ever going to get a next chance. You think, with it being the food, so they'll sort it out. The food shortage, the AC, and the cardboard beds.
They had cardboard beds in Tokyo too.
But at least they had AC or something. Well, if you have one, if you don't have one,
you didn't go there to sleep. What, you know?
Yeah, but people like comfort, and it's not just one particular country that complains. It's almost all of them. The
beds are fine. The food, I'll take it with the food and the AC and the misguided virtue signaling about, we're not going to have AC because the buildings are designed to be cool naturally and all this crap.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
In the middle of a heat wave in France. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everyone else, and then the Jamaican Athletic Association is on the fire right now, as well as the Jamaican Olympic Association for dropping the ball like a million times during the course of this Olympics, because all the other countries had provided AC for their athletes.
Oh, they found somewhere too.
Yeah, because those people come on, the Americans and the Australians, and so they're
but you see
the
the
ball.
US.
So months before or weeks before, they would have known, okay, there's no AC, okay, they installed ACs where they were staying. Jamaica was one of the few countries that didn't do that. And
this young lady was complaining about her coach not being on the grounds with her.
Daniel Thomas Dodd. Yeah, so that's one of the other things that they've been a lot of
poor training facilities. I heard them say, you would believe that I was into this thing so much, but it's just clips that I've been seeing on Facebook and other places.
What happened is trust me, the Jamaican people, the Jamaican officials have really, I think, taken the gold medal for incompetence for this Olympics in terms of all the crap they've done.
Oh boy!
They had a thrower. What's her name again? Naoka Clunas. She does the hammer.
That's the lady that complained about her coach, because I don't know what sport it was in.
I'm gonna come to that one.
Okay.
So this one was like maybe a few weeks.
This is the next athlete. Okay.
Just before the Olympics.
Okay.
She used number 28 in the world. There were 32 throwers there, and the girl is number 27. Number 27 in the world. So she could have gone based on ranking, and she didn't. They claim that they forgot to register because of Hurricane Beryl and electricity outage and all of that. What a lot of critics are saying, they think that they just didn't carry her because, one, they didn't think she was going to medal, and two, the officials wanted to find ways to carry their family and friends to Paris for the trip. Yes.
Very sad. So, and there's this. Go ahead before I go to the next.
So then, Daniel Thomas Dodd, she is a shot putter, and she's medaled before and so on. And she was saying that she needed to have a coach accredited so that he would have been able. Because if you notice, the field events, the coaches always sit down to the front. So when you perform, you can go over to your coach, and your coach can give you pointers and say, give you pointers about your performance, about fine tuning your jumps or throws or whatever. She said that she was in 2.5 weeks before the thing started, and apparently she's married to her coach. Her coach is her husband. Oh. And she was not able to practice with her coach and so on. And I thought it was I thought something was. I knew something was wrong when she didn't make it to the final, because she didn't qualify for the final. And so then so you're seeing example after example where they have fallen short in terms of providing the making the athletes comfortable with their coaches. There was another girl who is like ranked top 5 in the world in long jump. Her name is Lamara Diston. She just I think she just finished college, or she might be in her last year. She again didn't make it because her coach wasn't there, and girl was crying. This girl broke down crying. I mean, I remember in the leader, because I follow and I know these athletes, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, Lamara Diston, that's definitely a medal for Jamaica. Next, she didn't even make it to the finals, and the girl was crying. Girl was talking to the Sportsmax people, and she ended up crying down on the ground, and so that's how distraught she was. That was a sure medal if they had her coach there.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like 2-3 years now, the girl has been a star as a jumper. I mean, like, exceptional jumper. You know? So,
oh, boy. Yeah. And the next thing, too, there was this athlete from Paris that eventually left Paris and went to her dad's country of Algeria. Well, not leave it altogether, but started competing on the Algeria. That's another country in North Africa, right?
Yeah.
And I think most of the persons there are Muslims. And she has won Algeria's first Olympic medal. And
in what sport?
Gymnastics. That was a knock. Yeah, that was a knock in France's face. Like, take that. You shut down where I trained. I got injured. You basically didn't want me afterwards. So she just remembered her dad. She can get nationality through her dad. Got the nationality through her dad. Competed for Algeria. Won the gold medal for Algeria. And I heard the France gymnastic team didn't do well either. They suffered a lot because they were struggling with funding and stuff. Yeah.
I remember seeing that girl perform.
Yeah.
From Algeria. Oh, so she's French.
She is. She's born French. But you're gonna treat me bad. I'm gonna go where I'm wanted. And she did her best for them. They invested in her greatly.
Imagine that. Yeah. We have a call. Let's see what this call has to say. I have to talk.
And cabbage trees in K-On. Somebody said it on the chat.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Thank you.
I always get mixed up. Cabbage tree is the one in K-On, and green tree is the one in cabbage tree.
Cabbage tree, green tree, fig tree. There's a lot of trees, you know.
And a halfway tree.
Yeah, you see, the trees just run the show this morning.
Call or go right ahead.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Cleo.
Jamster, I'm calling for the light moment this morning. How did you enjoy the light moment of the Olympics with the break dancing?
I didn't even watch that, but it was. It was monstrously bad. Let me tell you, from what I saw.
But Cleo's laughing. Cleo's having a time.
He actually see what I saw. I was like, no, this has to be a joke.
I was like, that gotta be the light moment for the Olympics.
I'm telling you.
No, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was a mockery for breakdancing for the culture.
And they're not, and ironically, they're not having it in LA. So I don't know. So I think they were trying it out.
But imagine that,
Yeah, the country of its birth.
Imagine that.
Yeah,
you're coming to the home of the breakdances in America, and you're having it.
Exactly.
But you had that buffoonery in Paris. I mean, the lady, she said she got a PhD in breakdancing.
Oh boy, no, she needs to give it back. Like, you think?
I guess she missed the class. I don't know what school she went to teach breakdancing, but something ain't right.
Oh well, it seems like I checked that out because I didn't see that, so I don't even know that went on.
But everywhere on Facebook, they have something with her. I mean, she's blowing up Facebook as a big joke.
Oh boy.
You have to really look. Anyway, guys, have a good day. I'll call back again.
All right, you too. Alrighty, so that's the chat on the Olympics for now. It's time for traffic talk, so that will happen next. But it's Monday. I have to do the shout out. So Cleo, shout out to you. Carla, shout out to you. Mr. McMahon, shout out. Gavin Fritz, shout out. Beatrice, Javon and Dennis in NY, Miss White, Miss Nisbet Richards, my mommy, Calvin Burke, Diana L, Diana H, Rusty, oh my gosh, I miss Rusty, Burl Jones, Glenda Nisbet, Livingstone from Montserrat, Chev, Mishi, Colin, Miss Kim Menon, Annette Frank, Eric Duport, Mr. Cuffy, Jowley, good morning. Roberto Chapman, Glenna Duport, Lyndon Williams, Miss Margaret, Mr. and Mrs. Isaac, good morning. Fidel, good morning. Boxer, good morning. Edith Bradley, good morning. Skeeter Mills, good morning. Schneid, good morning. Sharon, good morning. Yulana, good morning. Jermaine, good morning. I have to say good morning to all the staff here at Win FM. Elder, good morning. Brent, good morning. Jamdon, good morning. Dumpling, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning to Officer Sophie.
And let me apologize. I just tried to run downstairs to open the door for Sophia. So that was why the beep, 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 beep. Caller, please be brief. We have Traffic Talk coming up next. Go ahead. It's 8:36.
Yes, good morning, Piv.
Yeah, please be brief.
In Jesus' name.
Please be brief.
Yes. Now, I would like to just say I'm very glad and feel very good over the fact that the lady, Sydney McLaughlin Lavoni, that she won her 400 meters hurdle, and she gave all the glory and she gave all the praise to Jesus Christ for her win. And that made me feel so good and so proud of her testimony in giving the glory to Jesus Christ for her win.
Yeah,
and setting the world record and that sort of stuff.
I can't argue
and
that one.
Lastly,
You know her husband. You know her husband is a pastor.
Yeah, and lastly, I would like to say quickly, I think the desecration of what's supposed to be the Last Supper done by the Olympics was very
Okay, Gregory, let's talk about that after, because I do want to talk about the closing ceremony. We can talk about that after.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Greg.
Okay, so we have Traffic Talk coming up. It's brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9 Win FM.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Delisle Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
What is that? Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode.
8:39. It's time for Traffic Talk, brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Good morning, Officer. What's up?
Good morning, Officer Sophie. How are you?
Kortensia, how are you all?
We're good, thanks. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You look so.
You're using the wrong mic. That's why. Use this one.
You want her to use this one? Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering.
You couldn't hear her?
Well, I could tell the mic was. I thought the mic was shorting out or something.
Oh boy.
This morning I'll be talking about registration of motor vehicles.
All
Okay.
right. Ooh, sorry.
Yes.
Just making sure we can hear
No
her.
person shall drive or keep for use on a road, or being the owner, shall permit any other person to drive a motor vehicle on a road unless such vehicle is registered under this act, which is the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 15.06, and has affixed thereto in the prescribed manner the prescribed identification mark. Every registration number or identification mark assigned to the owner of a motor vehicle is valid for a period of 1 year from the date it is so assigned and remain the registration number of such owner, but the licensing authority may reassign that registration number to any other person if the person to whom it was issued fail within 12 months after the date of this expiry to apply for a renewal thereof. Fail to indicate that it should be retained for his or her use. And this means that if 12 months pass and you did not license your vehicle, the license authority has that permission to take that number and reassign it to someone else. Yes, but we give you extra time. So you get like 3 years, 1 year, and then a year after. And also, if your vehicle has a maintenance problem, a mechanical problem or whatever, you inform the traffic department. And we put that in the book. We let you have you sign it. And then when that vehicle come back up on the road or you get whatever fix, you come back to the traffic department and you get a waiver. But that waiver is only after 6 months. So after 6 months after that vehicle was down, then you get a waiver. Anything, you won't get a waiver.
Okay, so if I have my vehicle, just to get it clear, if I have my vehicle on the side of the road for 6 months and it's down, after the 6 months would have expired, I can come and get a waiver to keep it on the side?
No. If you're waiting for a part, say, okay, you have it on the side park, but it's waiting on the part by your house, and you're waiting on a part before 6 months, you have to come as soon as that vehicle is down. You come to the traffic department and inform us.
Okay.
Don't wait till 6 months or when you're ready to bring it back on, you come to say, oh, my vehicle was down? No, because we didn't know that. We don't know that, so we're not going to give you a waiver.
Okay.
You have to inform us that it is down. And when it comes to the plate, each plate shall be rectangular and be upon it an index mark of a letter and shall also have a separate number assigned to that vehicle by a licensing officer where the index mark and the number shall be arranged in conformity with the arrangement of the letters and figures. Yes, and the position of this identification mark. The plate forming the identification mark shall be fixed on one on the front center and the other at the back center. Not on this side where some persons have it. Yes, you have the area where it's supposed to be attached, and some person think it best to put it on this side. I know some vehicle don't come with that. Right, then that you come and you shut and then we say okay. But not for you to take it upon yourself and put it on this side because you don't want it to the front. When you come to do a registration for a motor vehicle, the last section on that form tell you where that identification mark should be placed.
So for persons that have it on the side, they have to get permission from the traffic department. Well, you have to see the vehicle and make the assessment.
Some coming like the Lexus and them thing, they don't have some of them don't have the area for it to go into the front. Yes, but some persons have it there.
The area.
They have the area and they still mean they're going to put it on this side.
Okay.
That is not conforming to regulation and that's an offense.
Okay.
In the case of a motorcycle, the plate fixed on the front of the cycle may, if it's a plate having duplicate faces. But we know we don't have cycles with front number plates or identification mark. So it's at the back, the rear.
Yeah, right below the seat.
Yes. And we also have identification mark to be legible. You have the size that each number plate or the letters and numbers should be. Anything smaller than that, it is not legible when it comes to the traffic department. Yes. And I'll give you the size of these. The letters and figures must be white, and the ground plate must be, this for a private vehicle, must be black. The plate is black, the letters and numbers are white. That's a private vehicle.
Okay. I think I get to know what you're saying.
All letters and figures must be 3.5 inches high. Every part of every letter and figure must be 5/8 of an inch broad, and the total width of the space taken by every letter or figure, except in the case of the figure 1, must be 2.5 inches. The space adjoining figures must be half an inch, and there must be a margin between the nearest part of any letter or figure and the top and bottom of the plate of at least a half inch, and between the nearest part of any letter or figure and the size of the plate of at least 1 inch. The space between the letters and figures must be 1.5. Yes, and some person think it best that they want decoration or ornaments on the plate. That is an offense.
So I shouldn't have my name on my license plate? Is that what you're telling me? If I wanted to put mine and my husband's name on the license plate, no?
It's a black and white.
Just the numbers.
The numbers.
Okay.
Some persons want to have the flag or
what if I want to be patriotic?
No.
Okay.
He said no ornament.
Okay.
You see, this is the kind of stuff that really rubs me the wrong way. It shows that y'all are doing it wrong.
Why?
Because if someone can't put their name on it, it doesn't affect the legibility of the number, the clarity of the number. I don't see what the issue is. But I know it's not you. Don't take it personally. But I just have a problem with the institutional culture of a lot of these systems a lot of these rules you guys have. I mean, if Alexis can go without, or any car that has a fascia that isn't intended to have a plate in front, if that can work in a country with millions of people, I don't see why it can't work here. I don't see why they have to insist that you have to have the plate in front. If it ruins the fascia of the car aesthetically, what is so hard about that for these people to understand?
Okay, but James, so you're talking about the next country, but remember, in our country, we have laws that we are governed by.
But what I'm saying is,
and if that is in the registration or the Vehicle and Road Traffic Act book, we cannot go against that.
I understand. No, I understand. That's a given. I'm just appealing to. What I'm basically doing is appealing for a striving for modernity. That's all I'm saying. On the part of the authorities. That is all I'm saying. And a little more critical thinking applied to improving and rationalizing some of the admittedly stupid rules that exist. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. So if you drive with one number plate at the rear, God forbid there's an accident and you hit someone, how would I say the vehicle that hit me if I cannot see the number from the front?
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if it works in countries that are much larger, why can't it work here?
Yes, but you see, we tend to go outside and say, "Oh,
no." What I'm saying, we're talking millions of people. It's not an issue, so we have one.
Yes, that's them, but we have laws and we are governed by them. We cannot look to see what's out there. We don't know how they're getting theirs work. We're trying to keep things under control, so that's why we have this. Yes, you might say, okay, it's millions of people and they're doing this. Yes, you might say, oh, we're a small country and it's just a handful of people. We must know persons and... Yeah, but once we are governed by something, we have to work with it until something else. So we can't really look at the bigger picture out there. Let us concentrate on our country.
And those bigger countries are obsessive about security. They're obsessive about safety and security, and yet they trust me, they are obsessive about it, and I kind of like that. And yet that's not an issue. What does that say about us? Because it could be statistically it might be statistically insignificant. The scenario that you're using as a pushback against what I'm saying.
Yes, but for now, yes, we are here to debate.
Okay, I have a call coming in. Somebody helping me to push back against y'all nonsense. Come. Call.
Yes, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello. All right. I'm calling to say that, okay, one, the officer just said that we can't look out there to see what people are doing. But that's how we make our laws. We make our laws by looking out there to see what they're doing. For example, number plates and that sort of stuff. That's not a St. Kitts thing. It didn't originate in St. Kitts. We looked at other countries and we see they had number plates and we adapt it. So yeah, that's how we make our laws, by looking outside to see what our other countries are doing, and then we adapt it. Which, like I said, personally, I don't agree with. I agree with God in the Bible, but this is how we do it right now. But also, would like to say, I agree with Jamster in what he's saying. But I would also say, in other countries, for example, I think at least the time play or something like that have words or something like that, which to me I would quicker remember than a number. You know.
And Gregory have repeatedly told them that they could make a lot of revenue doing specialized license plate.
Exactly.
What they call them? Yes. Y'all leaving a lot of money on the table, Sophie.
Remember numbers.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
So we that's how we make our laws, but by looking at what others are doing outside, and we adapt it. All of our laws are done that way. All of them. Not one law that I could point and to say, we think this is the first to do it. So, yeah, I agree with you, Jamster. I agree with you very much.
But Gregory, you clearly stayed at a Holiday Inn last night.
Oh,
you're actually on point today. What's going on?
Always on point, Jamster. When there's a difference, it's on point.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you.
Okay, Gregory.
Thank you, Gregory.
Y'all get that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never seen the ads?
So I mean, he's well rested.
Yeah, he's well
so
rested.
He's
and
thinking clearly.
Totally on point. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Poor opposite sergeant, like what? Okay.
Oh, you didn't get that one. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, we have another call coming in. I want Sophia to have some fun, you know. Get away from the dreariness of work. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, what's
Good
up?
morning.
My name is McMahon.
This is gonna be good.
Yes. No, it's not going to be. It's just reinforcing what you have been saying, actually.
Okay.
There's such a thing as best practices and international standards.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think the culture should be that we adhere to both. Not do something because it has always been done that way, right? I agree, it's not the officer's fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not the department's fault either. It's mostly the lawmakers' fault because they are the ones who make the laws. The officers just enforce them, right? And so we really need to get out of the mode where, well, it's on the books. It's been there forever. It should stay forever. Amen. Right? So, really and truly, and I guess the officer's job could be looking at these things, looking at the international standards and best practices, because a lot of ordinary civil servants, they go away on courses and workshops and so on, and we would expect that they'll bring back what they've learned and put it and apply it here, right? So for the officer, I think part of your job would be to be looking at these things and not just accepting them and enforcing them, but making suggestions and lobbying for the correct ones to be applied and the correct changes to be applied. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you, Carlo.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was pretty good.
It wasn't as bad as he said it was going to be.
But do you have any statistics about, for example, newsroom, they like statistics. You have any statistics about, let's say, how many new vehicles have been registered this year and that kind of thing? No, not putting you on the spot. It's fine. Just that he was asking. Yeah. So.
But we didn't.
No, I'm asking because he just,
I'll have to come back with that the next time.
Okay, no problem.
What I have the stats for is the number plates, the registration.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. That's fine.
Every private vehicle must carry a black plate with white letters and numbers, not a faded number plate. Because I don't know whatever they are using now, the numbers are fading. Instead of white, they are brown. I don't know what it is. Yes.
It's probably
You
just.
You mean on the decals that go on the side?
The number plate itself.
Well, I have
Yeah,
not
they're
seen
yes.
that.
It's probably just
Now I have to look.
just
The material what they are
degrading
using.
in the sun.
Yes.
That's probably what it is.
So you think everybody should get a bubble plate then, the bubble
I
numbers?
can't say because
Okay.
they're very expensive.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Or like the 3D numbers?
No, the bubble ones. Or that too.
3D meaning
the
like
ones that
they're-
raise. But
yeah.
you know, when the bubble plate are coming, you have the numbers looking nice, like I think it's the sans. I don't remember the exact font.
Or the
Yes,
font,
I
yeah.
won't tell
Oh.
everybody to get that because
Okay.
it's very costly.
Okay, ma'am. Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
The omnibuses are green plate and white letters and numbers. Rentals red with black.
Rentals red with black or is it red with white?
White.
Oh,
white,
you said
sorry,
black.
white.
Oh, okay.
The guide tour,
Pink.
which is pink and black. These are these big GT buses or
Yeah.
the safari. And the taxi is yellow and black. Taxi is yellow.
Yellow and
Yes.
black, yeah.
Yes.
And blue and white is what?
Blue and white. We don't have blue and white. We have yellow and blue. I think the city.
Oh, is
CD,
it? Oh, is
yeah.
it? Oh, it's yellow.
City, yes,
Yeah,
it's a yellow
yellow.
plate.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason I
And
thought
the
it was-
government is white plate with the black
Mhm.
letters and numbers. Anything other than that is not conforming to regulation.
Are you guys considering any other classifications? Because remember there was a time when it was just basically PH and PNH, you could say.
Well, you have P, you have PA, you have PB.
No, I mean aside from those, aside from the P's.
I know. I don't
Okay,
think.
I just
After
wondered.
this B, the B, then they'll go to the C.
Oh,
A, B,
okay.
C, yes, the letters.
Okay. No, but I meant in terms of categories, like.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, just like how the gentleman say in certain places, like, I know Barbados have like
It's based on
the
parish.
parish, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know
I
what
think
they'll
X. I always thought it was interesting. X is Christchurch. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
do. So some stats from 2023, from the 1st of January to the 9th of August, the identification mark not conforming to regulation. That is where the number plate might be, the letters and numbers might be too small, or they might not have it where it should be affixed. So you get a ticket for that, and we had 14 last year. 14. For this year, that same period, 100.
14
Wow.
and 100.
What do you think accounts for the disparity?
A big gap,
That's huge.
yeah.
Because, sometimes, sometimes some yearly numbers is like, okay, 17, 14, 11, and, they're kind of within the same ballpark, but you're saying 14.
They conform, not conforming to regulation, mean they do not have it affixed.
Yeah, but but so
Right.
what do you think? What do you think accounts for the huge disparity between last year and this year? Or
Some people just want.
just coincidence, huh?
No, maybe they just want style or whatever, because you have a Honda CRV. It have the area where that plate should be fixed. And you're going to put it on this side. You have the front space in where to hold the number plate. And you're going to take a stick and stick it on this side.
It does have it.
Yes.
Yeah, some of them literally
Yes.
do. You see the black thing right there to hold
It
the
is
plate.
there.
Yeah. And then you see the others that literally don't have anything, so you know
Right.
that they didn't come with anything. Yeah, it's,
But
it's
for
right
Honda
there.
CRV, it has this space
Right there.
for that.
So there must be a reason why people are doing. No, I mean because with that high number,
Style.
I'm wondering why it's there and they're choosing to put to not.
Style.
As Kortensia said.
Interesting.
Identification mark not legible. We dropped down from last year. We had 17 last year, we have 10.
Oh, good.
So at least people going with the specification of the size of the letters and numbers.
That's good.
And drive without any identification mark at the front or the rear. We had 5 last year, we had 14 this year.
It's nice.
I guess wickedness in Greece.
Boy.
Yes, I'm just appealing to the general public. Or the driver, the owner of vehicles, make sure you have your identification mark legible, conform to regulation, and make sure you have both front and rear. Because a ticket like that is $100.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Any other statistics you could share with us related to the topic at hand? No.
No. This is all on the
Okay.
Yes, for the vehicles registration for the year, God spare life, next week Monday, I can get that for you.
And you could tell us like how many vehicles we now have on the road and what it was compared to last year and so on. That'd be interesting to know. Because I always talk about how you see these car dealers lots full. I always go past them and like a fool I always say there's no way they're gonna sell all of those, and then that happens every month. It's crazy. And you wonder if some people are buying cars because the cars are being increased, but somehow you're wondering where all these cars going. Cause they're increased, but it doesn't seem to increase as much as how you see the lots every month. It's
Yeah, they
are increasing on the road.
Yeah, plenty. You see the parking spaces over Port Zante getting less and less. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cars are getting more and more.
And especially when school is on.
Oh boy, it's gonna get worse.
You see how the traffic does be tight.
I remember hearing, you probably know this, that in Bermuda I think you can drive your car into town based on your license plate or something. Meaning,
think you have to pay some? Don't you have to pay some kind of tax like the UK to take your vehicle in the city?
No, what I heard is like something based on, because they have the plate system is similar to like the States or the UK, where it's a generated number, and then they say, well, okay, those who have, say, B in the thing, you can come on, you can drive Tuesday and Thursday, stuff like that.
Oh, I know you have to pay.
I'm not giving you any ideas.
remember the caller calling and said best practice.
Oh. She's taking
best practices. So
I'm worried now.
If we can do that, we might have less persons in town with vehicle and maybe less accidents.
Let's change the subject so she can forget.
Yes, Jamster. Remember calling and said best practices.
Yeah,
so.
indeed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
True, best practices.
I listen to everything.
You know?
Yes.
But he makes a good point, because which is basically what I was saying in another way. I mean, I'm like, if certain systems work for those larger countries, there's no reason why we should make it difficult. And, yeah, exactly.
As he said, that is only for the lawmakers, those who pass those. We are only here to enforce.
Absolutely.
So when things change and we have to adopt something else then.
Yeah.
But for now, we have to go with
what's on the books.
Yes.
Okay. So give you the last word. It's 3 minutes after 9 o'clock.
As I said earlier, owners of vehicles, and also when you come to register a vehicle, you have 7 days in which to go to the Inland Revenue. The final end is at Inland Revenue. For you to get that vehicle into your name is at Inland Revenue. You come to Traffic Department only do the paperwork. When you leave from Traffic Department, you go to the insurance, and after insurance, you go to Inland Revenue. Some persons think when they come to Traffic Department and you turn a vehicle over to me, that's it. No, it is still in Jamster's name. Other than that, if you're driving that vehicle, that means you're driving an unregistered vehicle because it's not in your name. And if you're driving that vehicle, that means you're not driving with insurance. Because you cannot drive on Jamster's insurance if I turn the vehicle over to you. If it's still in Jamster's name and he have any other driver on his insurance then, but as long as that vehicle in our system already gone over to you, you do not have insurance. So I'm appealing to drivers or persons who want to own vehicles. When you come to the Traffic Department to do any transfer or registration, that is not yours until you go to Inland Revenue to pay that fee.
Okay. Got you. And then you have to make sure that you get your insurance.
But you're going to the insurance first before you go to Inland Revenue.
Insurance,
okay. Then Inland Revenue.
Insurance, Inland Traffic Department to make the vehicle yours. Yes. Okay. So I hope they were listening. I hope that was clear enough. So, folks, don't get caught with your pants down, as we would say. Do the right thing to avoid the sergeant and other officers from stopping you and costing you monies, okay?
Yes, because up to some time last year, people will come and do transfer, and they haven't gone anywhere. When you stop them, they say, oh, you didn't tell me that. And that's the thing that the officers tell them before they leave from the Traffic Department.
Oh, so they would have come prior to getting
both
full
of us,
ownership.
yes.
Okay. So I would have come ask you what and what I need, but then I just go drive the vehicle and I
Because you
bring
come to
back the
traffic
insurance.
You don't
and
have to come to us. You go to Inland Revenue. So as long as we put it in your name in our system, it is not fully yours until you go to Inland Revenue to pay for the change of ownership.
Okay. Oh, well.
Okay. Are there any are there any plans? Have you ever heard of any plans to, let's say, combine that service that Inland Revenue does for vehicles with the traffic department?
Yes.
Well, there are plans eventually. Okay.
It coming shortly.
Oh,
shortly.
okay. Because I always thought it seemed to make more sense to me. It makes things more streamlined. Because it's sort of akin to when you have to get a passport, and you have to run up and down the place to get so
Stamps, everything.
yeah, and all
yeah.
that.
It should be maybe by month end next month.
Really?
Wow,
Yes,
yeah,
something
short,
should be
Wow.
put in place.
Okay.
short
Cool.
order.
Oh, I also
Okay.
want to inform the public that the speed bumps by the school are started. They start by the Washington Archibald High School, so you cannot go across that street. And they're going as far as the Basti and the Beach Alley. So straight across, yes, but the road across by the Basti High School is much smaller. But Beach Alley, they start on one side and then they'll do on the other side, so you could drive on one side. But by the Basti High, by the Beach Alley, by the Washington, the road is not accessible right now.
Okay.
And then when they finish there, they are going to the Dr. William Connor and then the Irish Town and then Tucker Clark.
So have there been incidents, or this is just a proactive move on you guys' part?
Remember, they were supposed to put some speed bumps by the schools.
Yeah. No, I was wondering if were there like accidents where people got damaged? Or?
No.
Oh,
Because
well, that's good.
I was
that's
going
great.
home last week and I saw
That's
somebody
great.
came
That's-
from the one way.
That's great.
And I was like, this is a one way road. He said, oh, cross there, dug up, because this thing. When I went across, I see they started, but we weren't informed.
Oh,
So, I'm just informing
one
the
of
public.
those things. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, I actually I have to commend.
Public Works.
Yeah,
in
for
fact.
the proactive measure.
And I still want to caution the road users. Like, I was coming out from the top of the road of Horsford, and there was this person overtaking at least 4 or 5 cars, and then there was an oncoming vehicle that didn't look like it was going to slow up, and that could have been a serious accident. I do not know how many, and I don't mean to sound uncaring or uncouth, I don't know how many more persons need to lose their lives on the road for us to take caution, because the hospital is not that way, the hospital is that way. So nowhere it's fire and sink it. There's no need to speed regardless of what's happening. That could have been a bad pile up on Wellington Road, and I was thinking if that had happened, he would have come right back into my side, and I'm just thinking how bad I would have gone or died or everybody else, because you are going to cause this for all of us that are just minding our business, obeying the traffic laws, and you are trying to pass 6 cars while I am trying to come out. Behold, I stayed there because I saw the nonsense coming when he or she, but most likely it was a he, and then the car is still coming at a pace that I didn't know what could have happened on that evening. So folks, please be mindful on the road. Nowhere's far in St. Kitts. We will all get there.
And why should you want to take over by a junction?
And that's what I'm saying, but he's coming from behind, so he started the takeover
You can't see
from
what's
the
in
entrance of
front
the
of
bus,
you.
where the bus is. So he's coming past 5-6 cars, speeding up, and then the white car is coming down. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen here? And I'm thinking, if he comes back, the rolling, and then all those cars, it's gonna be problems for all of us.
I guess I'm doing something right, because sometimes I'm driving and people I'm driving, they said, you're a little overcautious. I said, well, why would I want to overtake?
You're going to reach where you're going.
Exactly.
And I can't see,
Right in front of you.
Yeah.
The risk that people are taking on the road and see people losing their lives. This can't be right. I don't understand, as humans, we're not learning our lessons.
And I see people doing it, especially on that Frigate Bay Road.
And especially that peninsula.
Yeah, I'm like, what is wrong with this crazy
Did
person?
you see that truck? That's what I wanted to bring to your attention. Did you see the big semi truck that took over a taxi on a corner that you can't see anything? Somebody put it on Facebook, and I said, I have to show this to Officer Sophie. But then I forgot last week was a holiday, right? And I was like, this person is crazy. So they just have the front of the semi And so they don't have a trailer, and they're overtaking a taxi on a corner where you can't see anything. Yep.
I don't know why person want to overtake in corners and you cannot see what is coming around from the opposite direction.
No.
Just want to do crazy overtaking, period. A lot of times I'm coming from Frigate Bay and I have to actually pull off on the side of the road because you see someone just jetting coming up. And I'm like, what's the big deal? I mean, why the big hurry? Can't you just wait? And you could see that something definitely could have gone wrong. Because you see a lot of near misses where you see the person and you have to pull off on the side of the road.
All the time.
Yeah.
One time I had to pull off on the side of the road at the Valley Park because I didn't know what would have happened. I'm like, this is madness.
Yeah.
Because the oncoming and I'm like, what are y'all doing? So I was willing to be off in the bushes than to be nonsense.
Okay, Sophie. Time to kick you out.
Yes, damn so, no problem. You had me out in the sun waiting for a long time too.
Oh boy.
No, the thing wasn't working. That's why,
We humbly apologize for that. And next week we'll be in our P's and Q's. Once we see the time, we'll be in our P's and Q's because we don't want the officer burning up or turning back.
Yeah.
Because we'll miss out on a good episode.
Because you never know, we might get arrested or something.
Yeah, I know. Jeesh.
I know. Traffic Talk brought to you by Caribbean Alliance Insurance. It's 12 minutes after 9 o'clock. I was hoping we'd get some more calls, but okay. So Sophie, have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Same to you.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Be careful on the road.
When it comes to the important things in life, your health, your education, your choice of a life partner, and of course your insurance provider, only the best will do. Caribbean Alliance Insurance is the only insurance company in the Eastern Caribbean with an A excellent rating. We have a robust 3-tier reinsurance strategy that protects our policyholders from multiple catastrophes, even if they occur in quick succession. We spread our risks over 18 territories, ensuring minimal impact to individual territories when a disaster strikes. We provide an excellent claims experience. Claim settlement is usually between 24 to 48 hours. Our A excellent rating means that you are more secure with us. Contact us for motor, property, marine, public liability, employer's liability, and other policies. Delisle Walwyn, people you can trust. Local agent for Caribbean Alliance Insurance. Tomorrow secured.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Have you heard the exciting news from Makana Ferry Service? Here goes! We've reinstated subsidized rates for 2024. So now you can travel to Sabre, Statia with a reduced return rate, and we introduce special same-day rates. Wait! There's more! You've asked for day trip to St. Martin? Well, now it's a reality! Yes, on the weekends. Also, with the introductory special same-day rates, giving you savings and affordable transportation options, where you save every time. And hear this, our new schedule now includes Anguilla. Go to www.makanaferryservice.com or call our local agents. Ship it for less at 869-466-1151 extension 2 or 662-3961. You can email makana@shipitforless.com. So now you know. Enjoy the sun, sand, and unforgettable celebrations this summer with Makana Ferry Service and the gift of connection.
Hey shoppers, get ready for the most exciting sale of the year. It's Hosper's Furniture and Appliances Extra Major White Sales Event. Extra savings, extra happiness, major deals on major appliances. Enjoy a major 25% off on every major white appliance in store. 25% off on fridges, stoves, small appliances, washing machines, and so much more. And that's not all. Get double cash back on higher purchase of major appliances. Just imagine the savings on your dream kitchen, and laundry essentials. Visit Hotspot's Furniture and Appliances today and take advantage of these major deals on major white appliances. Upgrade your home with top quality appliances and enjoy massive savings. Hurry in. These deals won't last long. The extra major white sales event at Hotspot's is happening now. Major deals, major discounts, extra savings, extra happiness. Only at Hotspot's Furniture and Appliances. Visit us today and experience the Hotspot's Furniture and Appliances difference. Sale ends soon. Don't miss out. Hotspot's Furniture and Appliances. Your home, your style, your savings. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Watch the trail of the insects stop when you spread them with pop. Flying, crawling, insects are falling when you spread them with pop. Nothing comes close to pop. Pop, the Caribbean brand. Pop, the #1 brand. Pop, the baddest in the land. Nothing comes close to pop. When the root bugs get in your way, pull out your pop and give them a spray. When you want insects to stop, nothing comes close to pop. Pop, the Caribbean brand. Get serious, get pop.
And we are back. It's 60 minutes after 9 o'clock.
Laughing because, like Cleo, I went and I looked.
What? What?
Oh my God, at the breakdancing thing. That's
really?
what I was doing during the break.
Yeah, it's like
She got zeros in all 3 of the segments.
the girl from Australia, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
And why does she look like this? She looks like a prayer mantis doing a
I
dance.
I was like,
I understand why Cleo is laughing
yeah,
now.
I was like, this has to be a joke.
Oh my God.
And then you don't even want to hear. Oh my God. I didn't even bother looking for anything because I knew it was going to be disappointing.
Oh geez. And then I can't wait to watch all this commentary. I know I'll be laughing all day. Yeah. Oh my gosh, and she's breaking the internet. My word.
Well,
what is she doing? She just wanted to make people laugh. I swear that's why she went there.
That's like an SNL skit or something.
Yeah, she just wanted to make what? Oh, she just wanted to make people laugh.
Oh my God.
That's all.
You know, someone I saw a comment that said, "Well, imagine the people that didn't make the Australian team. If she made the Australian team," I said, "Imagine."
Oh boy.
Oh my God. They couldn't have had trials for that. They probably just sent who they had because I can't imagine anything worse than that.
I'm seeing her here being on a listen, the poses. Look, that praying mantis pose was it. What is she doing with her good life? She looks like she's doing some yoga poses.
Call her, go right ahead.
Yeah, Trevor, it's me again.
Hey, what's up?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I saw a clip of that breakdancing thing, at a certain point I was wondering, is this the Olympics or is this somewhere else? And then
that was my thing too.
When I saw the circles and that sort of stuff, I said, yeah, this is the Olympics, but this is very strange.
Yeah. Yes, you got that right. I couldn't believe it.
This is very strange.
At one point I said, this has to be AI or something. Someone must have told AI to, hey, could you do somebody breakdancing really badly?
Oh my gosh. Look, they have all kind of things mocking what she did, you know. All kind of things mocking what she did her.
And it's Snoop who opened it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Snoop can dance.
Oh, but you said you wanted to say something about
So as I said earlier, the opening of the Olympics, when they abominated and desecrated what was supposed to be the Last Supper, I think that was very distasteful, and I think that was very wrong. And they would not do it to any other religion. They definitely wouldn't do it to the Muslims in desecrating anything to them. I realize it's only Christianity that does do these things to, because they know they will get away with these nonsense. So, but I found it to be very, very distasteful, and for me, it put a whole dark, black, horrible blanket over the whole Olympics thing. The only thing that lifted it a bit, like I said, was the girl, who I'm very proud of her testimony. I'm very glad and proud of her testimony. Sydney McLaughlin, Yvonne or something like that, who gave her Christian testimony. That was a bright light in all of that.
And you know, Gregory, you know what the irony is? Someone was discussing this yesterday. Was saying that they would be uncomfortable with her talking about God and giving praise where it's due. But when it comes to the gay stuff, when it comes to the alphabet people and this, all this stuff, they can do whatever they want. But someone actually saying, thanks to God and whatever, that makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, because you realize that, Gregory, I don't know if you know the guy, is it Tebow or Tebow or whatever they call him? For the NFL,
the quarterback.
Remember, I don't hear anything about him. What has happened to him is like him praising God or giving God the praise or doing his thing before he starts out. It's like they just, but every other bad thing is allowed to shine, but the good that could save a nation, because he's basically witnessing to everybody in those moments, like a whole world in that moment.
Although that was some Pharisee level type stuff, though. In my opinion, because I'm like, you do have a touchdown. You don't need to be doing all that.
Yeah, but
my thing is not leave that for. You could even leave that for after the game. But
but everybody else would get touchdown and do all kind of weird things at the end, and we don't complain.
Exactly.
So and he was evangelizing. So I don't see the big thing, but it's like
it seems
he
very
just dropped from the
it
light.
seems very Pharisee-ish to me, but anyway.
Hey, that's the way he give his thanks. Like how Ocho and everybody gonna do a little dance at the end, pelt waist at the end. He ain't gonna do that. He gonna just thank God in his own way.
Exactly.
But how is that different? That's his way of celebrating.
But God had nothing to do with his touchdown.
Yeah? Who said the Lord and give him some wind beneath his wings to run faster?
So you're saying God is in the tank for the Patriots?
No, but he serves his God, so his God pushes him more. How about that?
No.
But the others are allowed to serve their God. Push.
I don't think God.
Pelt waist. And oh boy.
So what did you think of the closing ceremony, Greg?
Honestly, I didn't really look at it.
I think it was pretty good, actually. It was much better than it was very French, very innovative, but they definitely didn't do anything that was going to offend. I don't think they did anything that was going to offend anyone last night. That's for sure.
Listen, I didn't look at it. What the most I've seen, I think, is a little clip with some fireworks.
Oh, yeah. That's the fireworks. Here this. No, you guys know that the 2020 Olympics are going to be held in LA.
Yes, I see that. Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So they're going to start preparing.
So the handover of the Olympics flag was done by Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise came down off of the roof.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. And her performing.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. And then the artist performed.
I'm looking at it as we speak.
Yeah, it was really
and
pretty
Simone
cool.
Biles gave him the flag. Olympic
Simone
flag,
Biles gave Tom Cruise a flag.
He probably did a Mission Impossible entrance,
that was the whole thing, and then
and he left on a bike.
He left on a motorbike with the flag on the back.
Oh boy.
And then
yes.
And then the transfer, of course, they would have had to film some of those parts beforehand. Of course.
And he's on a jetliner now. The bike just entered the jetliner.
Yeah, and then he's up at the Hollywood. Up on the Hollywood, the Hollywood Hills where they have the big Hollywood sign.
Beverly Hills sign.
What I thought was cool, they have Hollywood and they incorporated the two.
Would have had me on when I was in Jamaica for the CHTA meeting, and even there, when Tommy was there, he was promoting these events.
That's good.
To the international regional media, right, and other stakeholders. So that's the sort of things that we have to begin to look at outside the box. Start to do promotions. And so forth. So
let me ask you a question.
Discussion.
How do you think I got the impression that Tommy really liked his job, and do you think they did our tourism product a disservice by changing?
Put it this, I will respond to that question this way. Tommy said to me when I did the interview, and it was on the news. When I did the interview with him, he said he's willing to work with St. Kitts and he's going to be open if anybody needs to call him for any advice or anything like that. He's willing to lend support, and he said he loves St. Kitts. He loves St. Kitts. He would love to return to St. Kitts, and if was presented with the opportunity, he's willing to work with St. Kitts again. Right? And I must say this, probably next week or so, you'll probably hear it in the news. We actually have arranged an interview with the new CEO. So you guys will probably hear that.
The lady from St. Lucia.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we an interview is set up with her.
Okay.
I'm looking at something here. So Carnival in Grenada ends on Wednesday. That's the 14th, and then they're basically selling their carnival. They have the Juve morning experience, arguably the best Juve experience in the world, and then the Monday night mass, which is tonight. So they're going to be drunk all day. They said experience one of the biggest LED street parties in the Caribbean, and I'm telling you, it's the biggest because everybody's repping their flag, whether it's tied on their hands, the lights. You know, they have some flowers. I don't know how much you gentlemen know. They have some flowers with the lights coming out. That's how some of it looks pretty. And imagine those big costumes among all those lights. It's just an experience. But it's nice.
But as you mentioned that, for me, the big question that pops out is, are we as people really buying into the carnival product itself?
And when you say we as people, you mean like us?
The public, the society, the business community. The reason why I ask that is when you look at the various events around the region and the level of support that they get as against someone who's coming and just doing one event here, one event there. Across the region, you see there's a hype and a buzz around all the events itself. Do you think that in general is what is somewhat trickling into some of what we're seeing? And I'm not saying here that the tourism the carnival product is bad, because it's really good, right? But it can go to the next level. Do you think that that's what's trickling into some people having this disgust surrounding certain aspects of carnival? Because the people have been complaining about some aspects of the carnival product.
Here?
Yeah, I've heard it, I've seen it.
So I'm not quite understanding.
You're talking about like the progressively skimpier clothing.
Outside of that, I mean, that's carnival. I mean,
that can be
it has
called
been
clothing,
revolutionizing over the years, right? We some of us may not like it, but that's what carnival is.
Exactly.
Tradition in carnival.
It's a carnal thing. I mean, whether
I
we
wouldn't
like
say I wouldn't go so far as
it's
to
right there in the
carnival.
name.
Yeah, Carnival.
No, you see, for me, the reason why I ask that question is against this backdrop. Dominica keeps some aspect of its culture in carnival, right? But do they get the same level of inflows of people coming in to that aspect of carnival as against a Trinidad or a Barbados or a Brazil that has modernized?
Brazil is way above everybody.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. So that is what is selling right now. People want to come to get those. And what I saw in Antigua, I was like, yeah, this is a modern version. It's for some of the bands. Right? But that is where it is going. People want to people are gravitating to that. What we need
to do, because I don't know if you realize from traveling, when you see people coming from a Trinidad or a Barbados carnival, their bands are all the way up here.
Yes.
Because they not only sell them a costume or a selected band, it's a whole package with fetes, hotel stay, food, everything is included. So maybe that is the route we need to go, so that when people leave St. Kitts too, we can watch them with their bands as high as here. So we have to include more. And as you said, businesses have to buy in. We need more stakeholders in order to get to that level.
You basically answered my question here, because what we have found is that people tend to complain that it's going to be too expensive to be able to participate in and lend support to the various activities. So if we now begin this whole discussion about one band partnering with Kortensia, and then Jamster's entertainment aspect of it comes into this. So if you're telling me, hey, I'm going to pay $5,000 and I'm going to go to this fete, that fete, I'm also going to be part of Jamster's band, and then, I have a wash-down party thereafter, then it means that, hey, it's all inclusive, so I can now say I'm enjoying it rather than having to spend.
You're gonna upset the eco-conscious people. You can't have the wash down anymore.
No, we can use the salt water.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. Just like how we go beach is the same thing. It's just that we're not in the sea. So when we don't, we're salty. Either way, right? Boy, we're gonna get lashes today. But tell it, we have to look at it that way if we want to get bigger and better, because that's what these countries are doing. And every year, trust me, these big countries are improving on something, and that's where the people are going back. You hear me tell you. Imagine how much for one of those helmets now. These people are talking about paying 300.
The Honda helmet?
Yeah, ordering way 300 US, not EC, ordering way before, ordering since this, as this guy say, this one going home, and he already put in his order already for a next one, and he bring in 2 more friends next year. So 2 more friends by next year, they're gonna say horns get more expensive. That's $500, and that's 2 more years from 2019. So that would have been 2021. So Grenada, that's why Grenada tourism minister could be so bossy, because he knows what he's talking about. So for us to be that bossy too, we have to invest. We want, when we hear people on the plane too, they're saying, oh well, I had this much fun at St. Kitts, I'm looking forward to go next year, and I gonna bring 5 friends.
Well, I can tell you this much. Some friends of mine, American friends, came down last year and
For the carnival?
For the carnival.
Okay.
And they loved it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not accustomed to this level of partying and relaxation and jamming, and they say, oh, okay, I'm going
Really?
to bring a couple more friends.
They think the level is high, you mean?
Well, okay, put it this way.
Yeah.
They're not accustomed
to that, yeah.
people partying in the streets like this, right? So because they're not accustomed to it, this is relaxation at the end of the year. You're getting away from the cold weather. So boom, we're going to come here, we're going to party, and we're going to come again next year, right?
And look at this too. This whole thing that I'm talking about, right? The Grenada, they sell it as a package, right? So let me just run down it quickly, right? Just to show us what we can copy or do over here too. And it says what's included in your Grenada Spice Mass experience: accommodations, airport transfers, ground transportation, backline carnival costume, just saying what it has, right? Juve morning experience, Monday night mass, island tour, underwater sculpture park, river tubing, chocolate factory and museum tours, rum distillery and sampling tour, Grenadian all down, we know that's their national dish, fete tickets, meet and greet, photography. And then it goes on to say Grenada Spice Mass payment plan. Initial deposit 15%. Final payment due on or before June 7, 2024. And the packages starts from US 2,487 US. So these they have it all together, and you wonder why the masses, they even put the breakdown of the exchange of the US. 1 US to 270 EC. How to get around Grenada, where to stay in Grenada for carnival, things to do in St. George's, Grenada. They just have it all together.
What I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to attend next year and tell you guys what the experience was.
Yeah. You mean Grenada Spice Mass?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had tidbits, so I can tell you.
So we can put a bill on Jamster.
Oh Lord!
We're going to attend and give you experience.
So yeah, this is what we need to be doing too.
That's what I'm saying.
Let us be boasting, just like Mr. Tourism Minister in Grenada.
Us collaborating, and I think that's what's missing.
Yeah.
One band is going to spend a lot on costume, and then Miss Ava has to go and spend something else on a fete, which is another expense. And then he's going to want to attend 3 parties, let's be frank. And then he's going to want to attend some of the carnival shows. So there's no inclusion. So by the time you finish, you're probably spending $20,000 on.
I also get the impression things are maybe a little cheaper in Grenada.
Yeah, the cost of living. Just a context for people, the cost of living is different in Grenada compared to St. Kitts. And that's why, from my news hat on, I'm going to say this. People were, during COVID, there was a little misconception sort of thing that was going around there. So, see ya.
Yeah, but I love Grenada, man. I enjoyed my time in Grenada.
I have never been.
You need to go.
I was actually supposed to be attending the CARICOM meeting recently, but that fell through for reasons beyond me. But yeah, it's. I heard it's a really nice country. It's on my bucket list of places to go.
You should go.
One thing I want to see definitely though is the underwater park, the sculpture park.
And that's the thing. I would have gone for work, so I can't do stuff like that, right? But I've spent countless of time in Grenada. I even went on my own personal time, but I still didn't go and do the water park. So there are still things that I want to do. And I also went to the place where Maurice Bishop lost his life. I saw the bullet holes in the wall. They're still there, yeah.
But that then raises another point, right? How do we in St. Kitts and Nevis preserve what we have?
Yeah.
Because I hear people, and I heard it a couple of times on Voices as well, the old sugar factory, for example, that should be something that we should resuscitate and have as a tourism hotspot when tourists come to the island.
I've heard that too.
Right, but yeah, it's a lot, and
we have Brimstone Hill, and we have and even the few sugar mills that I see around, we can still restore those. Nice hotels.
It's again, for me, it comes back to partnership, collaboration in terms of us really wanting to sell the products. But then again, and we keep hearing this discussion from people. Oh, this is the government's responsibility. At what point
I was
going to
say it's all of us.
It's not just the government, but
It's
all
all
the
of us.
stakeholders.
Yeah.
Because if the government continues to throw money behind all of these things, then simple economics will tell you, we will have to pay for it.
Yep.
Because if the government ain't got money, it simply means they got to increase taxes.
The taxes, yes.
Right. So it simply means that the private sector, other critical stakeholders and NGOs can come on board to assist in developing various aspects of society. And for me, that's where it's key, self-help. So, yeah.
Okay, we think we got to wrap it up now because it's 6 minutes
I'll
after
let
12 o'clock.
you two do your wrap.
No, you can wrap with us because we have to wrap out of here before all of us get lashes. But Jam's are going to take all for us.
Sadly, I'm on the news desk today. So I'm on the news desk today. So
News desk.
I'm on the news desk.
Okay.
Today.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully we'll have Socrates for Voices today. So
Okay.
I'm going to have to be here because Trent is off on Monday. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, but tomorrow they have to tune in because the doc is back. So tomorrow we'll have weekly dose.
Well, yes, and then we also should have somebody from NEMA, you guys.
Tomorrow?
I'm not sure because we have the
impending
and then government offices are closed
tomorrow.
as
Yeah, I
well.
was just about to.
I was gonna ask that, because I know I see things, but sometimes people make up hoax, so I just want to make sure.
It turns out it's true, but
they sent out the notice yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, because the rain is gonna fall. It starts like around 12 tonight. It's just gonna fall all day tomorrow. And the previous day the rain doesn't cease until about 9 a.m.
Okay.
Which is Wednesday. Yeah, from the weather forecast that I saw.
9 a.m. tomorrow?
No. Tomorrow is gonna fall all day.
Yeah. Okay.
But on Wednesday it is supposed to cease at 9 a.m. according to the weather forecast I saw. It's gonna start tonight at 12. That's what it says.
It's very precise.
And we can expect 3 to 6 inches of rainfall thereabout, and also depending on how fast the storm moves.
And then I saw this story before we go. I saw this story. It's kind of related. I saw this story that Abdias Samuel has been asked to. I don't know.
Well, put it this way. We haven't gotten confirmation of it, so I can't really
totally unconfirmed, but.
Yeah, it hasn't been confirmed.
So guys, prepare. Have your extra water, please. Make sure everybody can get something from the supermarket. Don't go and buy everything. Let's share. That's it. So be
I'll
prepared.
tell them leave something for me, but I can't say it now.
Just be prepared. Just be prepared, folks. Let's not. We know we wait for to do everything at the last minute. Let's be good today.
So see you guys
tomorrow. God spare, if that's the case.
Yes.
Yeah. If that's the case. Yeah.
If it looks like we have to dive to get
swim?
here, then
It can't work.
Can't work.
All right.
See ya.
Worried up, need the thirst quencher in my cup. If you have one, hold it up and say, Master Brother Colors.